Hello, and welcome to Golden Voice Devotions podcast. This is Tarsis Urelli, and I'd like to share with you a short devotion. This actually comes to heart because me and my husband are entrepreneurs. So I wanted to share with those who are entrepreneurs or those who are, thinking about starting a business. This amazing devotion is something for you. Now, I got this from the Bible U version, so I give credit to them. But let's get started. And it's called Looking Back to Speed Up. Entrepreneurship is a marathon that often feels like it may never end. But whether you're just starting the first few miles or eyeing the finish line, there's a lesson about perseverance in the Bible that's for all of us. Hebrews 11, it's lists of people from the Old and New Testament who lived by faith and did extraordinary things. This chapter is often referred to as the Hall of Faith because of how prominent so many of its members are in the story of God through the Bible. So here, the author is reminding us that when we face hardships, difficulties, and uncertainty, we can look to these men and women throughout history and see that they did too. Unsure that your business is even going to work, let alone make sense in this day and age, check out Noah. Doubtful that you'll be able to provide for your family? Give the story of Abraham a read. Fear that you can't lead your company and employees where they need to go? Sounds like something Moses faced. Yet, while we all have these incredible examples of people who ran the race of life well in spite of extremely difficult circumstances, there's still one more. The author of Hebrews doesn't merely point out to other humans we can follow, but instead reminds us that Jesus persevered too. What Jesus faced when he encountered the cross was infinitely harder than anything we will face in our businesses, let alone our lives. But it's because of this that we have hope, because we know Jesus, we know the person who is able to endure anything. Because we know Jesus, we know that his spirit is inside us, prompting and pushing us to keep running. So further thought. How do you respond when you face difficult circumstances or unexpected setbacks? Who are some people that you look to as examples of how to respond during those times? Who are some of the people in Hebrews 11 that you admire? What about their lives is worth emulating in your own? So let's go into scripture. This is Hebrews 12, the AMP version. It says, "Therefore, since we are surrounded by so great of a cloud of witnesses, who by faith have testified to the truth of God's absolute faithfulness, stripping off every unnecessary weight and the sin which is so easily and cleverly entangles us, let us run with endurance and active persistence the race that is set before us, looking away from all that will distract us and focusing our eyes on Jesus, who is the author and perfecter of faith, the first incentive for our belief and the one who brings our faith to maturity, who for the joy of accomplishing the goal set before him endured the cross, disregarding the shame, and sat down at the right hand of the throne of God, revealing his deity, his authority, and the completion of his work. Just consider and meditate on him who endured from sinners much bitter hostility against himself. Consider it all in the comparison with your trials, so that you will not grow weary and lose heart." Wow, this is amazing. I hope that this encourages you. This encourages me and Jared because we are entrepreneurs ourselves, and we have been with our business for over 5 years now. And so we have to continue with perseverance. We have to continue running that race because it is not easy. It's not easy. We've gone through blood, sweat, and tears in our businesses. So, we just thank God for giving us the endurance to keep going and to never give up. So at times when you feel like you want to give up, don't do it. Keep going because in the end, it is so worth it. I hope this encourages you today. God bless you.